Welcome to the live replay. Today is July 24th and we're going to work on June in Janelle's bullet journal. I started the live as soon as I got down here instead of setting anything up because I posted an Instagram story 57 minutes ago saying I'll be live in about 45 minutes and Anahi, are you here yet Anahi? You're late. Sent me the screenshot. This was 57 minutes ago. So I'm just jumping right in. Let me get set up here. I don't even have my music on yet. There we go. Wait. Welcome, you guys. Hey Nicole, I'm doing well. How are you? I was just posting Instagram stories about the December theme in the pre-made journal. Last month that we get to choose a theme, which is crazy. Nice. Good. Yeah, we had, my youngest has like eczema on his back. So I went to the doctor for that today. So I'm very much a homebody. I'm at home pretty much all day, every day. You know, with my kid. I mean, we go outside every day. We go for a walk or whatever, but not actually like running errands and stuff like that. That's so rare for me, like once every few weeks. And so I always feel like I've just had such a busy day, even though it was like, I ran 2 errands this morning. But with 2 little kids, that is pretty big accomplishment, I feel like. But yeah, you voted for Christmas? Nice. I know, I feel like even if it wasn't going to be that cute little gingerbread theme, I would still want a Christmas theme. Like, and as much as I want to be like, you know, sensitive to people who maybe don't celebrate Christmas or whatever, live in different parts of the world where, like, that's why I've been doing the no seasons, no holidays, is just so that it's super flexible. But also I feel like the amount of people in my circle here who are just like super hardcore. I love Christmas, everything Christmas. I would never do a non-Christmas bullet journal theme for December. Like, I feel like I have a lot of those people in my circle. So I work from home and oh yeah. Yeah, I know, leaving the house, like, especially when you're not used to it. My kids are pretty good about leaving the house because they like it. And so they behave and they do well. But still, it's just like lugging around a car seat with these massive boys and trying to keep a toddler who just gets distracted by like everything is challenging. Hello, Tunde. Alrighty, so last night on live, we just kind of started talking about the next theme in Janelle's bullet journal. I know this is going to be backwards for you guys, but don't worry, I'll flip it to overhead for like the vast majority of today. But we were just talking about what to do for June. We finished up May. And I think we were leaning towards doing a bees and honey theme. What I'm going to do is spend like a short amount of time. I should set like a timer for myself for something like 2 minutes on Pinterest and see if I have any other theme ideas or if you guys have any other theme ideas, and then we'll vote on it. I am not opposed to doing a bees and honey theme. I just, at the outset, I'm like, I don't know. I don't always love bees and honey theme, but I also don't have a yellow that I love right now that has a lot of ink left. Brittany, it could be simpler. Like could just be more like a weekly spread with like outlined boxes and stuff, but just for the Sundays. But as far as like using the space, yeah, that was good. Okay. I know bees and honey can be cute. I don't know. Give me like 2 minutes on Pinterest. And yeah, if you guys have ideas too, you can share those. Mosaics, fireflies. Wait, let me get that in there. Perfect. Oh yes, Joanna, I can give you an overview. We're just trying to choose a June theme right now, and I don't want to spend too much time choosing it. So we might just default to bees and honey if it's taking too long to come to a decision. June, she left up to me. Let me double check that because yeah, June is up to us, and then July needs to be a summer vacation theme. That's the next one that is locked in. But June is up to us. So for January, we chose to do this little ski lodge theme. These are the weeklies. February, we did a little chocolate covered strawberries theme. And those are the weeklies we did for February. And then for March, we did a sushi theme that she requested. And again, here are the weeklies. And April is my personal favorite. It's this little mango Dutch door theme. This layout and stuff was inspired by Patricia at Lettering and Me on Instagram. So every month she's got a title page here and then a calendar. Family worship spread I'll show you in May because we finally got one that she likes. And then April weeklies look like this, just a little section for like a highlight of the week or something. And then this is May, which is what we were working on yesterday. So this is where we're at so far. This is the family worship page for May and the weeklies. We started cycling back through, starting with January's weekly spread. So that's where we're at. We're trying to choose June. And just give me... I feel like I have been pretty active on Pinterest the last few days looking for ideas for the pre-made journal, and there have been so many spreads that I've just thought, oh my goodness, not for the pre-made journal, but they would be so cute. So I just want to see if there's anything promising for June. This is so cute. I don't have like scrap papers like that, but just like the numbers with different patterns on them, that kind of thing I would love to use for a theme. Oh yeah, some of these were just layouts that I was saving, not themes. I'm just gonna tap on one and then see what comes up underneath. This is a cute one. Okay, no, I don't want to download that. I just want to save it to my board. I'm forgetting how to use Pinterest because everything I've been doing lately has been like screenshotting or downloading for reference points for our theme votes. Okay, maybe I should just do bees. Maybe I should just not get too into choosing something different. Let me search bee doodles and see if I get inspired. I'm just not really feeling that inspired about bees right now, but other than if we were to do Dawn's lettering style that we did for her journal, the only thing is all of the yellows that I like for that kind of thing, like big juicy lettering and then white gel pen little bee trails on top of it, they're dry. So that's why I'm like, the one idea that I would feel excited about for a bee theme wouldn't even work that well because I don't have the right markers for it right now. Let me go check my backup marker pencil case just in case I do have a yellow that I'm forgetting. Oh, okay, scratch that. I totally have a yellow. This whole time I've been avoiding using too much yellow. Oh, and I have a, which blue is this? Oh no, it's not the one we were needing yesterday. It's the darker one, but I do have that green. I've got two N79s. That used to be like my favorite gray. I would use so much N79, but now we haven't used it at all since I started doing custom journals again recently. Okay, so we do have yellow. Well then, let's just go with bees. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Oh, cross stitching, yeah, that's cute. Dragonflies is cute, yellows and browns. Oh yeah, fireflies. Your bee theme's one of your favorites that you did. Okay, I'm not sure. We could go bugs in general, or we could go bees and wildflowers, or we could just stick with bees and honey. Okay, let me think here. Or someone yesterday said bees and lavender. We could do that kind of thing too. That's so cute. I don't think I'll do that, but I love it. And like some people's bullet journal themes, like I think bees and honey, and it's like, okay, a couple simple doodles in the middle of the page. And then some people are just so talented at making these big elaborate spreads. Love it. Why can't I zoom in on this? Okay. I will just screenshot it as is then. Okay, well, let's just start with that. Oh, I like this little jar. Okay, bees with honey. I'll go back to TikTok and see what you guys are thinking. Okay. So I think since I do have another 991, I'm going to use this because I know Janelle likes pastel yellows. That was one of the colors she listed. This isn't as pastel as my mild liner, but I feel like the two go really nicely together for like a soft yellow sort of theme, which is definitely what we're going for Janelle in particular. Hanny, we are working on a custom bullet journal for my client Janelle. So we finished May yesterday. We finished April the other day. We're going all the way till December. This is for 2026. So today we are working on June, and we just decided on a bees theme. And I'm still trying to think if I want to incorporate anything else with that. I don't know how I feel about bringing in other bugs, because I don't want to, I know I don't want to do like a bright bugs theme. Because again, Janelle, that was like her one request, no bright colors. So I don't want to go with bright bugs. Just trying to think if I should keep any other colors out or just go with this. I think maybe to start, I'm just going to write June in like big stacked calligraphy, like nice and big, and then have some bees just like flying around. Keep it simple, stick with bees, and then the flight paths of the bees, when they cross the letters, we're going to do the same thing as we did with Dawn's name because I loved it. We're going to have the little like black flight path of the bee, and then when it crosses the letter, that will go white gel pen on the letter. So let me take a sip here of my tea, and then let's start. I feel like I would lean more towards maybe lavender than wildflowers because it would be a nice soft purple with soft yellow. I feel like would look so nice. And we already did some wildflowers for Janelle in her previous journal. Not to say we couldn't do them again, but that was part of her July theme in her previous journal. All right, so let's just do, yeah, I think I'll do stacked instead of, I know with Dawn's bullet journal, I did her name going down the side, which I really loved, but I feel like that doesn't work quite as well for a theme like this. Where's my white gray? It is kind of hard to pick for Janelle because, yeah, sometimes I can't remember what themes I've done for her in the past because I have done quite a few journals for her. Okay, you guys think lavender would be cute? I can add lavender. What if we just add like some sprigs of lavender over on this side and this side, kind of like frame the page a little bit, and then just bees flying around. Let me grab my softest purple to pair with this yellow. Yeah, I like that move because we just used this yellow not too long ago in an April mangoes theme, which was very yellow heavy, but then going more towards, you know, like the citrusy color palette with like lemon lime colors almost. So to go in the opposite direction with more like cool colors, I guess, like this, I think is the right move. So we'll do those. And my lavender sprigs are just going to be, oh, let me think now. Do I want to do them more like, I don't want to use black gel pen, I don't think. I'm not even going to entertain the thought. So maybe I'll just do, yeah, I might do more bubbly lavender. I was thinking of doing, here, let me show you what I mean. Maybe you guys can help me decide. I'm debating either doing lavender like this and doing just kind of like, you know, bubbles like that going down all the way, you know, further down versus doing like this kind of thing. And then just having like the stem poking out there. Those would be kind of my two default methods for drawing lavender. Maybe let's do a vote. Are there any moderators here yet? And also, Anahi, are you here yet? Because I ran when I saw your message. Let's do a poll. I'll just take you guys down for a sec. And let's see, custom. I only want it to be 1 minute and just 2 options. There we go. Start. Sorry, you guys. Took a sec to get started. And maybe before you vote, let me show you how I'm going to draw the bees, because I have just a simple little kind of bubbly way of drawing bees that I like, and I'm just sticking with it. So this is what the bees are going to look like. Very simple, that kind of thing. So you can see which lavender looks best with very doodly bees. They're not fancy looking, they're just doodly. Well, yeah, but they're not bubbles. I just mean bubble style. Like, they're not actual bubbles. You know? If you could go put your votes in the little clipboard icon right under my name here, then TikTok will tally it all up for us. Makes it nice and easy. my goodness, number 2 by a landslide. Well, it's a good thing I asked because I was going to go with number 1. I feel like bubbly lavender, bubbly bees. That's what my head was thinking, but I do not mind number 2, not one bit. So let's go ahead and do that then. I'm just going to add a couple sprigs, kind of curving up on this side of the page. Thanks, Jack. Oh yeah, and I don't think you answered me yesterday, unless I just didn't see it. When I call you Jack, is that right or is that wrong? Because I'm guessing it's short for something, but I don't know if it's short for like Jacqueline or like Jace Ali or something, you know, and I'm supposed to be saying Jace instead of Jack. I mean, you don't need to answer if you don't care or just don't want to share that, but I'm always just curious because I feel like I could very well be calling you the right thing or it could be totally wrong. Okay, nice. All right, so there we go, little lavender sprigs. We'll just add very gentle stems. And then I'll add some bees flying all over the place. Oh yes, I am going to make it white. I just realized this yesterday that I may as well just do it all in black because my white gel pen pops on that black and then I make sure it's all going straight. Because the black marker that I use, the Tombow Fudenosuke, is archival ink, which is a lot better for white gel pen. I mean, not better, like white gel pen just pops a lot more if you're using it on like craft paper or archival ink versus water-based ink. So I figured, like, why don't I just draw with that and then go over top of it with my white and it will hide it really well. So that's the plan. And then I make sure that the flight path actually lines up perfectly instead of me just kind of guessing at it. I don't normally put stingers on the bees, no. Yeah, Laura, I don't usually do it like that, you're right. But I decided to try it and I feel like it worked just fine. Okay, so let's just do that for our title page. Oh, Hi, B. That's fitting. Yes, I think I am, Austin. It definitely writes easier. Like the jelly roll, I have to kind of scribble over it a few times. This one, I don't need to do that as much. But I have noticed, I think it takes longer to dry. But I feel like that's kind of the trade-off. Like it's super juicy. You know, like it's kind of more towards the end of using like a paint pen because of how generously it comes out. So then you need to let it dry more. So pros and cons, I don't have the patience to let things dry. So that would be the biggest con for me for this one. But as far as like just performance goes, I feel like this one is doing a little bit better than my jelly roll. My jelly roll is also old though. It's been sitting around since 2022 with no action, so I don't blame it for being a little crusty. Okay, June. We are starting up at the top with a full row. And I'm gonna do it in green. I know, Jack. It got huge right when I was covering up that mistake. I have no idea why that like drew so many people in. But yeah, that was a big one. And lots of new people, like usernames I had never seen before commenting. I know, Laura, that cover up was like not my idea at all. Yeah, Carson, that was the one that just the dates. But like while I was trying to figure that out, suddenly we went from like 200 some people to 300 some, and even 200 some is really good for me. We did go with the bees, yes. That we did. Okay, let me put these dates. Oh, hey, Layla. Welcome here. New, like just discovered me today, or new as in you've just been here lurking for a few lives? Oh, yes, Allie. Sorry, I can show May. Let me do these numbers. Oh, yes, absolutely. I can show you guys May. Oh, cool. Well, welcome here, Layla. Do you do bullet journaling or any sort of crafty hobbies? Oh, you just started bullet journaling. Love it. And do you have a theme for this month? And if so, what theme did you choose? Okay, well, thank you guys all for joining. It's always exciting when the For You page actually like works in our favor and sends us out to new people who actually are interested. But so yeah, this is Janelle's bullet journal so far. It's a 12-month journal for all of 2026. We're going to do the yearly spreads last. I just find that, I don't know, that's what I like to do. So for January, we chose this little ski lodge theme here. These are the weeklies that we did for January. And then for February, we did a chocolate covered strawberry Dutch door theme. And the weeklies for February look like this. Okay, Odd Plue. What do you want me to call you? Because I feel like Odd Plue isn't really rolling off the tongue for me. Sorry if that's your real name. Okay, March. We did a little sushi theme for March, which was one that Janelle requested. And yeah, so every month she has a title page, calendar page, family worship spread, which we only started doing in April because we were still trying to figure out the layout with her, and then weekly spread. Okay, I figured it was probably Audrey, but I didn't want to just, you know, name you Audrey for myself. So Audrey, are you wanting to start, do you think, with some like yearly spreads that are going to span, you know, the rest of 2025 or whatever? Or do you want to just jump into a month and start with the calendar and stuff? Because I can try to point you in the right direction. And then for April, we did this little mangoes theme. Another Dutch door inspired by Patricia at Lettering and Me on Instagram. This was our first attempt at a family worship page, which was not quite there, so we revamped it in May. These are the weeklies, though, that we chose for April. May, we did this little sea turtles theme here. And this is what we were working on yesterday. Okay, so Audrey, and anyone who's just like starting out, my biggest piece of advice when you're starting is just to write down, think about whatever, come up with why you want to start a bullet journal. Because if you just go on Pinterest and start copying all of the like cute trendy spreads, you'll end up with the most random smorgasbord of spreads that you won't actually use because they don't actually fit your life. And then when you don't actually use them, you're going to get discouraged and stop bullet journaling and think that it wasn't a good fit for you or whatever. So brainstorm 1, maybe 2 reasons to start. Why you actually want to use your bullet journal. Are you hoping that it will help you track tasks, keep track of events, hold on to memories? Do you want more like collections for random things like watching movies? And, you know, like just come up with kind of 1 or 2 reasons specifically why you want to start bullet journaling, and then come up with a few pages that are going to actually help you achieve those goals. Because yeah, I feel like the best way to just get discouraged and stop bullet journaling is to start randomly creating pages that you aren't actually going to use just because they looked cute, and then you get so discouraged from not using your journal that you just kind of drop off. Okay, and that brings us to June. Quick sip of water. Water. Tea. Okay. Starter pen pack, like markers or fine liners, or what kinds of pens are you thinking? So Audrey, if that is your main goal, I would probably recommend just starting with a weekly spread. Leave a few pages empty at the start to like have the freedom to go fill in some yearly spreads at the beginning of your journal. But keeping track of habits and like in general, keeping track of like day-to-day things doesn't happen a lot at the yearly level. So I would just start, if that's your main goal, prioritize finding a weekly spread layout that works really well for you. You know, like, does it, you know, is it this way you like to do your to-do list and then have like a box for habits? Or do you like to have your habits on a separate page? You know what I mean? Pens, I don't use a lot of pens. I mostly just use markers. This is the Tombow Fudenosuke. I use it for some of my outlining, but it's meant to be a calligraphy pen. And fine liners, I have no suggestions. I just use whatever things I get gifted, and they basically all seem the same. You can probably just find some on Amazon or something. I don't know, Sakura Pigma Microns were always like the super desirable ones when I used to be bullet journaling, but I don't find them any better than any other no-name brand that I've tried. Okay, I was just checking if I want to layer this purple on top of the lavender, and I think I do. It's just looking a little bit like flat, and I like how light that purple is, but it's almost like too light. Yeah, no problem, Audrey. But yeah, I don't know if you've watched like a full live here or anything to see like kind of our theme choosing process. We kind of skipped it for this month because we had already kind of chosen bees, and we'd already, well, I had already chosen in my head, if I did bees, I want to do this lettering. But normally then, once we know, like, you know, if you know that you're making a weekly spread, I would just choose like your theme, go to Pinterest and search like bee doodles or whatever your theme is, and then find a weekly layout that you think will work for you that uses like a different doodle, whatever it may be, and then copy their spacing and layout and stuff and just add your own doodles. That's how I would start, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay. Now let's do this little section here. I want to mostly just leave it open for notes, but I might just do some purple calligraphy down here for notes and then add a few more bees to kind of like frame the notes box here. But I think that's what I'll do. Oh, thanks, Alex. All right, let's sprinkle a few more bees around on this page. Delaney, custom journals, I open up one slot at a time, and the next one will be open in a few weeks. I'm guessing mid-August. Yeah, so that's the plan for customs. Oh, cool. Does your sister bullet journal? Or just like enjoy that kind of aesthetic? And Rolliat. I've used two purples for this page. I did 520 is the light purple, like the top part of this. The bottom part is just 2 layers of 520. And then I did 520 over here first, and then I added a little bit of 603, which I'm pointing like you should be able to read it, but it's too worn for that. Oh, cool, Delaney. Well, yeah, I will open up another custom bullet journal slot in August. And I don't know if you've been here at all to see my pre-made bullet journals that I'm working on, but those will be launching in October or November. And those are going to be much more like, you know, custom journal. It's like I can only make one journal for one person, and that's like reflected in the price and how long it takes me and all of that. Whereas my pre-made bullet journals are going to be launching in, yeah, like I said, October or November, and they will be like, they're all hand drawn by me, but it will be mass printed all into one journal. So that will be an option too, that will be available well in time for Christmas. Okay, that totally makes sense, Taylor. Thanks, Jess. This should all be dry. Okay, so for the family memories page, we've got 4 Sunday family worship page, sorry. She had a family memories page in her previous bullet journal that we just finished like a month ago. So for her family worship page, she just wants a box for every Sunday, and there are 4 Sundays left in June. So basically we need to find a way that we want to lay out 4 Sundays and then a title for family memories. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to put them in the comments. Be as descriptive as possible. When it's just like machine gun ideas like bee, honeypot, beehive, like I don't know what you mean with that, so I'll probably just ignore it. If you're actually descriptive of like calligraphy on a beehive in the center of the page, then I understand what you mean. But anyways, let me show you where we're at, Lauren. January, ski lodge theme. Weekly spreads. Look like this. And then February was this little chocolate covered strawberries theme that we did with the Dutch door for extra memories and stuff behind. And then these are the weeklies for February. Rita, I do not choose someone for the custom journal. I just announce when it's going to go, when the listing is going to be active. And then whoever gets there first and buys it gets it. March, we did this little sushi theme. There we go. And weekly spreads here. And then for April, we did a mango theme with another Dutch door. These are the weekly spreads. And then for May, which we just finished yesterday, we did this little Hawaiian turtle theme here. Thank you for the follow, Riker. And then June is what we're working on right now. And I'm seeing honeycomb across the top of the words, multiple honey pots with a sticky spoon, 5 honeycomb outline boxes. Okay. No problem, Lauren. I'm not going to do that many honeycombs. I'm sorry, but a honeycomb for every letter of family worship is going to drive me crazy because hexagons do not work well with dot grids. But let me think here. I'm not opposed to doing some hexagons. I feel like it would look, no. If I just tried to do all those hexagons at the top to squeeze such a long heading. We could try to do 4 hexagons, I suppose. Hexagons are so dicey though, because yeah, I don't have like a hexagon shape tool, and you guys know I don't really sketch things out in advance, so it's always a bit of a guessing game. We could do, like, I would consider just doing like, see, this is my old style of bullet journaling was a lot less intricate than what you guys have ideas for on live. And I love your ideas, but let me just say what I would do if I were approaching this page. Family worship in calligraphy, bees going across, white gel pen for the bee paths, whatever. And then just kind of like a sprig of lavender up here that says June, whatever the date is. A sprig down here that says June, whatever the date is, whatever the date, whatever the date. Split the page into quadrants with the heading in the middle. that's what I would do. I don't typically, like, my natural style is not to turn something into a list or something into a box every time. We did that for the family worship page on this month, but that's not really what I default to. Okay, all I needed was one person to say, yes, love that, to confirm that that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just because, yeah, that's just my natural tendency. And when you're doing like 192 pages, yes, I like to make things fun, but I also like to just stick with what I enjoy and what I'm comfortable with to keep the ball rolling. So let's do that. And yes, it is still cute. It's just not as intricate of designs as many of the suggestions that I get on live. And again, I love your suggestions, but not all of them are for me. Some of them would be great for other people or you. Okay. Family. All right, family worship in the middle. Then I'm gonna just oh, thanks, Crystal. Yeah, I love this color. This is Tombow 991. It is the first Tombow marker. I think this is the first one that I ever got, because yellow is like my favorite color. I mean, this exact one isn't. I just opened this one today, but this color is one of the first ones I ever got. I'm gonna guess that this is probably like my 6th one, because I use this color a lot for customs. So I have gone through many a 991. Oh, Yesenia, plastic cups, well, nothing water-based, like none of these would work. I don't know, has anyone tried acrylic, like paint markers on plastic cups? Because you can get really beautiful colors and like brush tip too, if you like, for plastic cups. I don't know if I ended that sentence in a way that made any sense. Let me show you. I just got, I haven't even opened it yet, this Artex brush tip acrylic paint marker set from them. I have no idea what to do with it first, but I know, like, I don't know. I'm not great at using these in bullet journals because they require a lot of patience because they're like paint. But I'm so excited to use these for something. I just don't even know what, but I feel like they would work well for plastic cups because it's like acrylic paint. You just might need to do 2 coats or something. So Smisky Journey. This is not my journal. This is a custom order for a different customer. So what she wants for her family worship pages, I don't know exactly how she's actually going to use it, but what she requested was basically just a space for each Sunday in that month to plan out their family worship. So I don't know if that means, you know, writing in what verses they're going to be looking at or what songs they're going to sing, anything like that. I don't actually know how she'll use them. I've never used one of these for myself, but yeah, that's kind of all the information that I have about the family worship page, is that she just wants a section for every Sunday of the month to kind of brainstorm, write down their plan for family worship. Yes, I do make journals, custom orders. And this one is for my customer Janelle, and she has been one of my, well, not one of my, she has been my like longest standing custom journal customer. She has bought more journals than anyone else from me. So thank you, Janelle, for all of your support. I know Janelle's not here today. Well, she's not usually here. This one's getting dry too, and I do not have another one of these. Iris, she's still working on her previous one. The previous one was July to December of this year, and then this one is a 12-month for next year. So she won't be starting this one anytime soon, but yeah, she didn't want to, once it comes to the end of the year, it's hard to grab a custom bullet journal spot because that is the busiest time of year. You know, like I'll be packing orders for pre-made bullet journals. And just like my work picks up a lot at the end of the year. So I don't always know if I'm going to be able to open slots as consistently for custom journals. And even if I do, I average about one a month, which is, you know, just like 4 or 5, 4 left this year, 5 left this year, something like that, if I'm able to keep up with that pace at the end of the year. So she just wanted to make sure that she didn't miss it. She just grabbed one right away. Yeah, she bought hers back to back. Like she placed one order, and then as soon as I opened the next slot, she bought the next one. She is on the ball with her journals. Oh, sorry. Let me see. What was Ari asking about? I didn't even see. Oh, thanks, Ari. Okay, yeah. You weren't asking a question. I saw that comment. Do you do a bullet journal too, Ari? I want to add all the stems to these so that I can see where my gaps are and add little bees to the gaps. Bees or whatever. Hey Jill, I am just working on June, which we did this little bees and lavender theme for Janelle. So we just finished title page and calendar page, and now we're doing the family worship page. Lauren, yes, next custom spot will be, I'm gonna guess, so what's the date right now? July 24th. I've been telling people mid-August. and we're halfway through this journal now, and that took us less than 2 weeks to get halfway through. So yeah, I feel like another 2 weeks from now, roughly. And I typically open the spot on a Saturday afternoon. I have no idea why. That's just what I always do. So it will probably be a Saturday afternoon, roughly 2 weeks from now. Is this a weird way to hold a pen? Because someone commented this week and told me that my hand looked like a claw with the way I was holding my pen. Been insecure ever since. Just kidding, I thought it was funny. But I did think that this was normal. 2 fingers there, thumb here. I always have like the biggest callus on my ring finger here from holding my pen like this, but I didn't think it was really weird looking. Ooh, neurodivergent. I don't think I've ever... Huh. Okay, so definitely not alone. 1 finger on top of... Okay, yeah, I feel like that's what someone told me to do, and it just feels like you have no support. I don't know, it feels weird. Oh, hypermobility. Dawn, does that mean you like hyperextend joints really easily? You just tried. Doesn't it? It's comfortable. Like, I don't know how I could draw all day holding it any other way. Which I literally, when I was in my custom bullet journal heyday, I was drawing like 10 hours a day. This hold has served me well. Oh, the thumb. Oh, interesting. Thumb placement is lower. That's good to know because I'm trying to teach my son how to hold a marker because right now he's still in the like stage and he really wants me to teach him how to do letters and numbers, but I'm like, boy, you have a long way to go before you're ready for letters and numbers. Like, you're not scrolling anything with your hand like that. He's only 2, by the way. I will teach him letters and numbers eventually, but I've got some other priorities first. Oh, thank you, Kaylee. Oh, interesting, Dawn. Can bend the top joint of your finger backwards. Oh, like 90 degree? That sounds brutal. That kind of stuff makes me nauseous. However, I do hyperextend like joints pretty easily. They called me Stretch in high school, mostly because I was tall and played sports, but also because I was just stretchy in my joints. Oh yes, Iris, I can absolutely give you a flip through. Just give me a sec here to wrap up these little, the black pen portion of this page. Oh, I'm not that tall, Carson. I'm small town tall. I'm 5'11". But that was like the tallest coordinated girl in my grade for most of my life. No, there were a couple others, but they mostly, let's see. The other tall girls I feel like only played one sport or just like weren't super into sports. And I was like, that was my life. So that's really all I thought about. Okay, this is the Tombow Fudenosuke, the hard tip. These are meant to be like calligraphy pens, but I use it for a lot of my outlining as well. What sport? Moni, again, small town. I played everything. My favorite was volleyball. That's what I went to college for, but I also really like basketball. I loved ultimate frisbee, soccer, slow pitch. Slow pitch. That's what I play now, softball. But yeah. My team having a high school slow pitch team, that would be hilarious. Now I play like church slow pitch. Okay, January, we chose this, Iris. So we've got this little ski lodge theme, which I did a long time ago in my own bullet journal. These are the weeklies that we chose for January. And then February, we did a chocolate covered strawberry theme. I am going to put the dates. I have a few more details to add. I need to add the wings, the white gel pen. I just wanted to quickly show Iris because she was asking for a flip through. But yes, I am definitely going to do that. February weeklies. March, we did a sushi theme. And weeklies. April is this little mango Dutch door theme, which is my favorite so far. And then these are the April weeklies. Oh, and then I need to say this is May. We did this Hawaiian turtles theme. Family worship page. And these are the weeklies. We started cycling back through. So we're doing January's weeklies again for May, and now we're in June. I know, Iris, isn't it beautiful? That was inspired by Patricia at Lettering and Me on Instagram. She does such beautiful stacked calligraphy. And so we took one of her layouts. She did a different theme with it, but that sort of layout, and used it to do a mango theme. Hey, Patty. Oh, thank you, guys. So Kaylee, this is Janelle's bullet journal, and so I'm not entirely sure how she's using the family worship pages. What I understand is she wants basically a box for each Sunday of the month where she can plan out their family worship. I'm not sure, she's going to be writing like a scripture passage that they're going to look at, a verse they're going to memorize, songs they're going to sing. I'm not sure, but that's the plan, is just kind of having a box for every Sunday of the month to plan that out. All right, so I just need to write the dates in. And then we'll be moving on. I need to start bringing like a towel or something down here because I always drink my cold tea, but it gets so much condensation. It like drips on the floor when I try to drink it. Okay, now what are the dates here? 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th. I think I'm just gonna like write the numbers in the corners kind of. Like 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. And then she can use as much space as she needs, then draw a line and start doing the next. Let me do my puzzle piece thing. I haven't had to do this in a while. All right, so there we have our family worship page for June. I just want to make sure this gets nice and dry before I flip it over. And that means that we're going to use February's weekly spread for June. So what do you guys think? I might do a poll for this. Oh, hey, Paige. How are you? KJ, family worship page is good. Can be even more simple. Like it doesn't need to be, you know, like a doodle for everything. It could literally just be a box for each day of the week or each Sunday, sorry. Hey, Caitlin. And Hawaiian girl. Mowing the grass, nice. Yes, I got on just over an hour ago. Wow, crazy. We have not made that much progress for an hour. Sorry, guys. Been moving slow. Okay, let me think here. Weekly spreads. Okay, yeah, so this is the weekly type layout that we're going to use for June. So maybe let's do a quick poll, but let me just first think about my options here. So we're going to stick with this weekly layout for sure, in as much as like we divide the page into quadrants and stuff. So we could do just like, you know, quadrants with the days, and then up here have the doodle and June, and then not do the whole like moving across the page thing. Alternatively, we could, yeah, just sprinkle like lavender and bees flying across the page. I feel like those are kind of the two options I want to give here. So, Paige, would you mind doing a poll for us? Please? We're going to just do two options to decide how we do this weekly spread. Okay. So, Paige is going to get a poll going. There are two options. So, this is the weekly layout that we are using for this theme, a June little bees and lavender theme. So option one is to do basically the same thing, have bees and lavender moving across the page, June probably in stacked calligraphy because that's kind of what we did for this theme, up here. So same thing, just bees and lavender, different colors. Option two is to just do these as like boxes, not have the row along the middle, but instead have June and the doodles up in this corner. That's option two. I don't have a picture, but that's like a super common weekly layout that I love. So option one, bees and lavender flowing across the page, stacked June up in the corner, same as this. Option two, June and doodles in the corner, nothing moving across the page. All right, let me start with, you guys can put your vote right underneath my name. Oh, not anymore. Poll is done. Option one, sounds good. Let me just, okay, is this dry? I think it should be. Yeah, it is. So let me do my spacing here. So 6.5. And how many weeks do we need for this one? We ended May with the 31st. Okay, so we probably need 5 weeks. Yeah, we do need 5 weeks. I've been on for just over an hour. Oh, how long will I be on? I don't know, maybe about another hour? I feel like we should be able to make some good progress in another hour. Christina Ballerina, yes, these are fully custom journals. So this is for a client of mine named Janelle. She has ordered many journals from me and we're currently working on her 2026 journal. So it started in January of 2026 and we're going all the way to December. So we're at the halfway point today. We've been working on June, this little bee theme. But yeah, that is what we're working on, a custom order for Janelle. So I'm gonna sprinkle a bit of lavender across the page here and then add some bees. Oh, thank you, Christina Ballerina. You know, unfortunately, I only open one spot a month because I just do one at a time. I wait until I'm fully done one order before taking another one, just so I don't bite off more than I can chew with, you know, 2 young kids and stuff. So the next spot will probably be open in about 2 weeks, kind of early to mid-August is my plan. And yeah, you can just get the updates about that on Instagram and then order from my Etsy when the time has come. Yeah, you guys were right. The bee theme was a cute idea. I really wasn't feeling it at first, but I've come around. I really like these colors together. My Instagram is Rylee Autumn _. Same spelling and everything as my name here, just different variations of Rylee Autumn are always taken on different platforms. So this one is Rylee.autumn. Instagram is Rylee Autumn _. But if you just search Rylee Autumn on any of the main platforms, you should be able to find me. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Also, I did not tell you guys yesterday. So you know how some people gave gifts yesterday and we've been kind of joking about how like I make 1 or 2 cents a day from TikTok live because I'm Canadian. Anyways, yesterday, $1.95. That is like more than I've made in a whole month going live on TikTok until now. So I don't know what was in those gifts, but more than a cent. Thank you, thank you. I know, Brittany. I went to the dollar store today. I was feeling wild, so just went to the dollar store and spent it all in one place on water guns for my son. Yeah. Crystal, I don't have any orders to pack today. I'd love to though. If anyone wants an order, I will gladly pack it for you. You get your own charms, you get a custom name page or some journaling goodies, whatever you choose. Aw, nap trapped, Kennedy. How old is your little one? I know, I have such a love-hate relationship with being nap trapped, like so precious, but when it's a daily thing, which with my youngest, that was every day until he was like 9 months when he finally started napping on his own. But it's so precious when you think about it, but mostly it's in the moment, it's just like, oh my gosh, I just want to do my own things. 10 months, aw. I've got a 13-month-old and an almost 3-year-old. Aw, Paige, that's like my oldest. He was such a good sleeper, which I was so thankful for. But yeah, I would like force him sometimes to do snuggle naps because I was like, no, you are still a baby. You are like 4 months old. You will snuggle with me on this chair until you fall asleep. But he was not happy about it. But my younger one he was the kind of baby who was like maximum 25-minute nap if he's put down, but will sleep for 2.5 hours if you hold him kind of thing. So I ended up putting him down for that 25 minutes and then holding him for the next 2 hours or hour and a half or whatever to try to extend it, because 25 minutes is not much when you are just a few months old. Oh my goodness, 100 days. A BMT. I'm not familiar, but you definitely don't need to go into detail if you don't want to. Yeah, my oldest, 32 weeks. No, I'm trapped in a whole different way. Yeah. Yeah, my oldest, so very complicated pregnancy. Basically, like went into preterm labor at 22 weeks and had to be on bed rest for the rest of my pregnancy so that I wouldn't actually give birth. So the whole time they were prepping us, like, he's probably going to be very premature. Like, you're going to be spending months in the NICU. You might need to make some tough decisions, that kind of stuff. And so we were like, yeah, mentally preparing for all of that. But he stayed in a week and a half past his due date till they finally induced me. And get this, 10.5 pounds. My firstborn, after they were telling me for months that he was going to be so premature because I had already gone into labor at 22 weeks and they were just doing whatever they could to save this pregnancy until 28 weeks, just so he would even be viable. And then he was born, just obviously huge answer to prayer, but just like polar opposite of what we expected. Bone marrow transplant. Oh yeah, that would be so nerve-wracking. How's he doing now? Yeah, we were told like best case scenario, he would make it to like 28 weeks before I gave birth. But yeah, 41.5 weeks, we were finally induced because he was just had no plan of budging after like 4.5 months of bed rest. Oh, Maria, yes, he's definitely excited to be 3. He's most excited to have his birthday party or just like get birthday presents because he's never really understood it before to like ask for something for his birthday. But I've been talking about that a little bit more with him this year. Like whenever he says, I want a motorbike, you need to get me a motorbike or whatever. I'm like, well, you can put that kind of stuff on your birthday list. You probably won't get a real motorbike, but we'll put it on your list, you know? And so he's been building his list, but he is so cute. His number 1 item on his list is, I want a lawnmower, a real one that I can drive, but no blades so that it's safe for me. He's so cute. And then I opened up Facebook Marketplace the other day and like top listing was basically exactly that, like a little kid's lawnmower. And so we got it for him. I'm so excited to give it to him because he's just going to lose his mind. But yeah, I'm excited for just to see him experience a birthday more fully. You know, like when he's 1, definitely doesn't understand what's going on. When he's 2, understands but will forget about it by tomorrow kind of thing. But now that he's turning 3, I feel like he's actually, you know, gonna really be excited for this one. Crystal, thank you for your order. I just saw that come through. Let's pack that up together. I'm just gonna finish up the dark purple strokes on all of these lavenders so that I don't forget a page of lavenders, and then I'll go check out your order. Wow, we 0 turn. Okay. Well, don't tell my son that or he's going to think we cheaped out on his birthday gift. It's definitely not a 0 turn. I mean, I haven't driven it, but not that fancy. Okay, wait, what's page saying? 12.2. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, I was a small baby. I was like a 6.5 pound baby, a few weeks early, but nothing like crazy. But my husband was a few weeks early as well, but around 9 pounds. So he's definitely the bigger one when it comes to babies. So I was really hoping that we'd get Rylee size babies instead of that size, but we definitely do not get Rylee size babies. Okay, Crystal, let me pack up your order for you. And thank you so much for placing that. Let's see here. So Crystal ordered a clay journal. Ooh, a cat charm and the letter C. Let me show you what I've got for cat charms and for C's, and you can mix and match and see what you like. Alrighty. Get my handy dandy charm organizer here. Okay, so for C, we have all of the options. We've got white, gold, black, and pink. Oy. This one doesn't want to go the right way for a C. And then for cats, I do have at least one cat that I can picture in my head, but I don't always remember all the different charms that I have. Okay, so here's a little cat with a heart. It's not even the one I was thinking of, so I definitely have more than one cat. Just gonna have to sift through these. Oh, here's the little black cat. I know I had another one, but I think someone ordered that one last week, okay? Oh, here's one more. Little gold cat. Oh, hello. There are the cats that I was thinking of. I couldn't remember what color they were, but I've got a blue and a purple. Okay, so we've got actually a lot of cats to choose from. So Crystal, you can let me know. You can just say the color of the C that you want and then the number of the cat or the color, whatever works best for you. I guess they're all distinct colors, so that works. Oh yes, Madison, we got the charm organizer in. It's working. Both black, sounds good. I'll get those for you. Gotta put these other little kitties back in their homes. Wow, smooth. Flawless execution on the plier work. That is completely foreign to me. All right, and Crystal, do you know what you would like for your freebie? I can do a custom name page for you, or I've got some journaling supplies. I've got washi stickers, washi tapes, marker pouch, white gel pen. You can choose your freebie. Hawaiian Girl, you can find them on Amazon. Name page. All right. Do you already know what color or theme or anything you want? Okay, this other bookmark keeps trying to steal the show. There we go. We've got your little sea and cat hanging there. Oh, you like the black and white one? Okay. With the sparkles, like I did for Vanessa. Vanessa, where are you? Vanessa's journal. Oh, here. Okay, and would you like it like going down the side like this as well? Or do you want me to do it like similar but different, or like exactly the same? Similar but different? Okay, cool. Let's do that then. Okay, so Crystal. I knew exactly what you meant, Crystal. Don't even need to clarify. All right, let me see here. If you want it similar but different, I think we'll do stacked so that it's distinct. My black marker is starting to fade, so I'm going to go over it again like I had to with Vanessa's. I really need to place a marker order, you guys. All right, there we go. Yeah, this black has seen better days. I want to let this dry a little bit because black water-based marker is the toughest match for a white gel pen. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit and then come do the design on it once it's had time to kind of set. And let's just do some more bees and stuff on here. Thank you, Hawaiian Girl. Thank you guys for all the likes. So what are you guys up to this weekend? Any exciting plans for anyone? Because I won't see you probably again until Monday. My sister is landing tomorrow. I haven't seen her in a few months. So we don't have any like set plans for the weekend, but definitely sister things. Pool party, ooh. Studying for boards, oh my goodness, no way, Bonnie. You got this. Chopped 12 inches of hair. Wow, Jack, are you going for Bob? Bob Summer? Paige, do you have a sister? I'm guessing by the question that you don't, but you could just have one that you don't have fun with. Oh, I totally remember that now. I remember you saying that. Oh my goodness, 5 older brothers. Yes, it is fun having a sister. So definitely growing up, there were many stages where we did not get along very well. We have very different personalities, but for lots of our years anyways, had very similar like interests. We both loved sports. So by the time we were like in high school, we got along really well because we enjoyed like doing the same things together. Now I feel like our interests have split a little bit more now that we've just kind of gone different directions in life, but we still like to hang out and stuff when we see each other. But yeah, no, it's definitely fun having a sister. I'm so thankful that I have one. I can't imagine just growing up with boys. I don't know. It's just such a different experience. This life has kept you calm. No kidding, Bonnie. Okay, Jack, is this your first big chop? A murder mystery party. That just reminds me of There's Been a Murder in Savannah from The Office. You guys watch The Office? That's one of my favorite shows. Girl cousins, yeah. Well, that's nice. Especially if you grow up like living near them. I grew up near a lot of my cousins too. And so I was really close with lots of them in childhood. Oh, wow. Coming to visit from Alaska. Cool. Oh, sure, Crystal. Yes, we can use this purple on your name page. Let's see. What purple thing should we add to her name page, you guys? The name page that we just did, that was, so far it's just black, but we'll add some purple. How do you guys think we should incorporate the purple? An only child and no cousins. I'm sorry, Danielle. I hope that you have had rich friendships. But that's just so the opposite of my growing up experience, and I can't imagine. I have, on one side of my family, almost 50 cousins, and that's just because my aunties have huge families, like 9 kids, all that. We just have 4, and we're the small family. And we lived within 20 minutes of like all of them, so we would see them all the time. Purple sparkles too. Wow, Danielle. Yikes. Yeah, that's rare. What has that made you think about your future? Like, has that made you think I would definitely want to put my kids in a situation like that, or I would never, or maybe you don't want kids at all? Okay, let's see. How are we going to incorporate the purple? Oh, the name page is not in this journal. This journal is Janelle's. The name page I set aside over here. How are we going to incorporate purple into this? We could do paw prints. Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. You loved how you grew up? Okay, well that's good news, because I couldn't tell from your comments if it was like a sad thing or you enjoyed it. But okay, purple flowers, someone said cat flowers as a light source. What do you mean as a light source? Purple drop shadow? I actually really like that idea. But then it wouldn't bring in a purple doodle. Is that still good, Crystal? You just wanted to incorporate purple somewhere. Kitty paw prints would be cute, and a drop shadow. Okay, sounds good. Kitty paw prints. I'm gonna do a drop shadow with the lighter purple for sure. And then the slightly darker one or this one we can use for paw prints. Those are the two that I've been pairing for the lavender. Okay, that makes sense, Audrey. Okay, and then what about we just do some like paw prints in purple that are like coming out of the letters. With sparkles everywhere. Sounds good. Let's have... show you guys. I need to do another coat. The white definitely has trouble not like being absorbed into black water-based marker, but that's pretty normal for a white gel pen, unfortunately. I mean, the issue is really with using a water-based marker, not with the gel pen. But that's just the only type of marker I have that I can do like thick calligraphy with. I guess other than those acrylic paint markers, but I've never really tried those in a bullet journal. And I feel like they would just splorp all over the place because they're paint. And I usually use a lot of pressure for calligraphy. So we'll do another coat after this one has had a chance to settle in a little. Chroma, this is Languo in a size 10. I always go for the bigger sizes when it comes to white gel pen. Yeah, Iris. I often use the jelly rolls. Use your acrylic markers all the time. Are they the brush ones? Or what kind? The reason I don't use acrylic markers in customs is that I flip from page to page so quickly, and I just need to be able to do that to make it through a custom bullet journal. So it would take way too long to wait for it to dry. But the brush ones, I just was gifted a set, and I'm not even sure exactly what I'm going to do with them. I'm excited to try them, but I'm scared for, you know, using them in journals because I don't know if they'll work well with my lettering style. I'm just going to keep working on this while that coat kind of sets a little bit, and then we'll go over the white gel pen again. Yeah, it takes a bit to dry. Ivy, no, I don't plan to be live tonight. I typically just do one live a day from Monday to Thursday. So probably won't see you guys on live until Monday. Well, these ones are Tombow dual tip brush pens. Those are the markers that I'm using. Ooh, Hannah, exciting. I wish you could like join in and do a little unboxing. Oh, Rihanna, I am not sure. I fell behind on uploading lives to YouTube last week, and I'm not sure if I'll get myself back on track or not. For this type of calligraphy, Tombow is definitely a great candidate. I don't really notice a difference though between Tombow, Lyra Aqua Brush Duos, Zebra Mildliners in the brush pen, not the chisel tip for sure. And even like Zig Brushables, they all have really good quality like brush tips. So I just get whatever colors I like most, and Tombow definitely has most of the colors that I look for. But yeah, I like to just go to a website like Stationery Pal or something, because they have like every brand of markers and you can just buy individual colors. And I just kind of look through all the different brands and pick the colors that I want. Yeah, I do like the mild liners. I wish that they had more of their sets available in brush pens, because I love their, like, I forget what it was called, neutral set or natural set, something like that from a few years ago. I loved that one, but it only comes in chisel tips. So I still have it and I use them, but I don't use them nearly as much as I would if they were brush tips. Summer. So if you full custom journals like this, where I am drawing every page for you, I only open one spot at a time. The next one will be in about 2 weeks when we finish this one. But if you want an empty journal where you can get custom charms and a name page or some other freebies, that you can order anytime just going to the link in my bio to my Etsy shop, and you'll see clay journal or vanilla journal are the two colors that I have available right now, and then we'll pack that up right here on live for you so that you can choose all your charms and stuff here on live. And I should say, this is kind of last call. If anyone would like to order a journal and have it packed on live and shipped out this week, I'm going to do another mail run tomorrow before the weekend. So this is last chance to get in on that, and of course to have it packed on live this week, because I won't be live again until next week. If you do decide to do that, don't forget to use code LIVE50 to get 50% off. And Crystal, we are going to go finish yours. As soon as I finish the second coat of yellow, and then we're getting close to being done with June. Not quite there, but close. Let's just put one more coat of white gel pen on Crystal's name page. And then we're going to pack this up for you, Crystal. Thank you, T. I've been having so much fun with these name pages, you guys. I don't know why I've never offered something like this before, because it's just like the funnest part of journaling for me, which is the lettering, and only having to do that and then just getting to move on. Well, I mean, and a couple little doodles, but not like a full fleshed out theme with like thinking about the spacing for all the different spreads. It's perfect. Oh, yes, I can show you in just a sec, Alex. I'm just gonna finish this white gel pen second coat here for Crystal. You know, T didn't want to be the one to say it, but yes, Paige is right. You can order in my bio. Anytime. Yeah, I like the color drop shadow. I never do that. I always just do a light gray drop shadow. This is cute. right. Crystal, name page is done and ready to go for you. Thank you so much for your order. I'm going to pack that up and ship it off tomorrow. And yes, if anyone else would like to get their order packed on live today, last call is now. We're almost done with today's live, but you can go ahead and order with the code LIVE50. You'll get to choose your charms. Crystal chose a black sea and a black cat, and then your choice of freebie, either a name page like Crystal's or some journaling goodies to get you started in your journal. Let me just write your little thank you card here, Crystal. Thank you so much for your order. I appreciate all the support, you guys. Okay, let me take a quick sip here and then we're gonna finish up June in Janelle's bullet journal. So what do I need to do yet? I need to divide the pages, do the dates, add a little bit of white gel pen on here. Let's do that. Oh, I missed a week. Whenever there's 5 weeks, I always find myself thinking that I'm done like batching a certain color or whatever on the 4th week, because most months just have 4, and then I'm always just surprised. Like, what are you doing here? Summer, the journaling freebies. Wait, I'm just trying to pull them out of my cart here. This freebie bin is getting a little bit out of hand. You can get a little pouch that has 10 assorted color dual tip brush pens. One end is a fine liner, one end is a brush marker. You can get a little book of washi tape stickers, 50 matching stickers, great for like collaging spreads. You can get 2 washi tape rolls of your choice, or you can get one of these juicy new white gel pens that I got. Those are the journaling supply options. And then no matter what, you get charms if you want them. And then you just choose one of those freebies, either a name page or one of those journaling ones. Thank you, Nat. I just am seeing your order come through. Let me grab that for you, Nat. You've got a clay colored bullet journal. Ooh, gold cat and orange pom-pom. Cute. Orange and pink are your favorite colors for a name page. Perfect. Gold cat, orange pom-pom, name page with orange and pink. Let me pull these up. So when you say orange and pink, do you mean like bright orange and pink or pastel sort of orange and pink, Natalie? Aw, thank you so much, Natalie. Yes, I can absolutely do your full name. All right, so when I think orange, I think this first one, but I could see how some might say the second one. So you let me know which one of those you like, and I will grab that gold cat for you. See, one downside to these drawers is that this sound is just like nails on a chalkboard. First one, okay, perfect. And then the gold cat right there. Get that guy out. Summer, you can put details when you place your order, or if you're gonna, like if I'm filling it on live anyways, you don't need to, you can just tell me here. But lots of people will just put kind of the general details like Natalie did, where she said, I want a pom-pom charm and a cat charm and then a name page. You know, you can put just general and then we'll plan the specifics here, but whatever works for you. Alrighty. Pastel or bright, whatever you think. Okay. Wait. Drop that. Sorry, Ivy, I can't see them right now. Oh my goodness. All right. It's been too good to be true how well I've been doing with these tiny little loops and pliers. Okay, sounds good, Ivy. Hokey Dinah. All right, I'm ashamed. I've been on such a roll this week. All right, give me some privacy here to drop this pom-pom repeatedly in peace. I need one of you to move here and be my personal charm assistant. Because this wasn't in the job description, was doing microscopic plier work. Okay, I did it. Whew. I know, Crystal. I need to order bigger rings. I just thought that they would look dainty and small, and I think they do. I feel like I like the look of the small rings, but practically speaking, they're definitely a challenge. Nope, Becca, we are not sold out. Full customs are sold out. I only open up one slot at a time. The next one will be in a couple weeks, but regular journals like this one are not sold out. Oh, Brittany, my hourly rate. You know, as soon as I am making enough money from this to pay an hourly rate, I will pay an hourly rate because I am working more hours than I have to give. But how about access to my massive stationery collection? That's how I pay. All right, there we go. Finally vanquished that pom-pom charm and got it on there. There are your charms, Natalie. And so she was saying pink and orange. I've got that nice soft pink and this pink that we have been loving both of these two lately. And they both have great brush tips, so I'll probably use one of those. And then let's find an orange to pair with one of these. Ooh, that. I mean, honestly, either pink with that orange is really nice. And I get the feeling that these two oranges are gonna look nearly identical. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with the first one and maybe the second pink. I think I like that. Natka, we have been working on Janelle's bullet journal. Yes, we have been working on June. We're very close to being done June, but we are not quite done June. Okay, and Natalie, was there like a key doodle or anything like that that you want to incorporate, or just anything with orange and pink? Just gonna keep chipping away at this while I wait for confirmation to continue. Oh yeah, flip through for May. Sure thing. anything? Okay, cool. All right, flip through for May. Let me show ya. I don't want to push down too hard on those pages because they've got fresh white gel pen, but this is the May title page that we did, this little Hawaiian sea turtle theme. This is the family worship page with a turtle for each Sunday for her to plan that out. And then these are the weekly spreads for May. There we go. And I'm going to leave it open to one of these pages so the white gel pen can dry. Okay. And Natalie says, I like flowers. Okay. Perfect, Natalie. This is what we are going to do. I'm going to do juicy color changing calligraphy. I'm gonna leave that to see what kind of cross I want to do on my T. Oh, good, Natalie. I'm glad you like it. I love your colors. I never like choose bright colors like this, but whenever I use them, I mean, they're not super bright or anything. Ooh. Whenever I use them, I love them. Alright, and then I'm thinking we'll just do Oh, thanks, Natalie. Ooh, yay. First time journaling, just bought mild liners. Love that. Thanks, Crystal. Yeah, I should start posting these to my Insta more often so people can like have a little order menu, you know? Oh, yeah, I have so many, like, my camera roll is full of things I would love to post, but I just never think to post them and don't have the time. Because going live takes up the entire afternoon nap, and then working on the pre-made journal takes up kids' bedtime until later than I want my bedtime to be. And so anything extra that happens is just a bonus. All right, Natalie. There is your name page. Thank you so much for your order. So yeah, for those of you who are new, for Natalie's order, she chose her 2 charms, a cat and a pom-pom. And then for her freebie, she chose a custom name page, which we just finished here. And if anyone else would like to place their order today, to have it packed on live and shipped off before the weekend, you can use that code LIVE50 and the link in my bio to do that. And thank you so much for your order, Natalie. I mean it, you guys. This is my passion project that I pour my heart and soul into. So I really appreciate all of the support that I've been getting on this. Alrighty. No, thank you, Natalie. I appreciate that more than you guys know. Okay, June here. Shall we do the dates the same way we did February? I know we did February like this because you guys liked how January was like this, and I'm wondering if you want to do it the same way. Oh yes, Natka. June's theme is bees and lavender. So this is the title page here. So do we want to do the numbers like this? I feel like that works nicely when, you know, like when I split the page into boxes, I like having like a boxed off heading for the days of the week, but I don't want to do, you know, like a box with a boxy top part when there's not going to be a bottom on this side or not going to be a top on this side. You know what I mean? So I default to that sort of thing when we do a stripe down the middle of the page. I feel like we've been using that a lot in this bullet journal, but I feel like it's the best option when there's a stripe of doodle down the middle of the page. So let's just do it. And let me make sure that I have the dates right. Nervous doing the dates. Okay, should I cycle through all of my colors? Purple, green, yellow, just one of the purples? Maybe I'll do that. But maybe I should do the darker purple because the lighter is starting to give out a little. So we'll do the darker. Darker purple has not been getting a lot of airtime. Okay, and we ended May right on the 31st. So we're starting right on the 1st is the first Monday of June. So here we go. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thanks, you guys. I do have this. You're right. Hey, Maria. How's it going? 7 and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looking right to everyone so far. I'm gonna just like pause for a breather after each page to get a word of confirmation. So that means 14 is the Sunday. Yes, correct. Okay. 14, okay, so 15. What markers? Claire, I use whatever kind of markers For this like thicker brush lettering and stuff, I've been using Tombows mostly today. But I'm not really picky. I like felt tip markers like Crayola for other things. I just kind of use what I've got. I did 31, Cameron. You're making me nervous just asking questions about numbers right now. You're making me nervous. 15, 16, 17, 18. Yesterday, I made like one of the biggest mistakes I've ever done in a custom journal because I numbered like 4 pages wrong. That was a little bit traumatizing for today. Okay, 19, 20, 21. So the lesson from that story was for me to stop talking while I'm writing numbers. So I should probably actually do that. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, no, 31. I passed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nailed it. Anahi, how are you so late? You shamed me for being late. Just kidding, you're so funny. Anahi messages me after I shared that story. I'm gonna be live in 45 minutes. She sends me a response to the story. This was 57 minutes ago and I still wasn't on live. Oh, you're funny. Anahi runs my schedule. 32, 3. Oh, the numbering makes sense in my brain and it will make sense for you too as soon as I'm done. A few more numbers, probably. Yes, 2 is for July. I should have split the boxes before I did this so that I was more consistent at eyeballing where each number goes in the middle of the box. Whoops. Maybe I'll just do that now. Just take a break from numbers to split the boxes here. And then I'll go in and do the remaining numbers in yellow. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Absolutely, Ivy. That is like the #1 pack of markers that I recommend to people is the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100. Tons of colors. Felt tips are much easier to learn with, so they're perfect for starting out. And yeah, I love the Crayola Super Tips. Hey, Faye. How are ya? All right, let's stamp these. Did I miss an order to pack? Summer. Is Summer here? I'm just seeing that I have an order for a Summer, but we never packed it. Summer, if you're here, call me out for skipping your order and we'll pack it right now. A different Summer, not the one who ordered the last custom. Oh, thank you, Blossom Reads. You know what? These stamps, this is my hand lettering that company called Contact Crafts turned into stamps for me. And they are typically for sale, but they're sold out right now. This is the days of the week set. And we've got like months of the year and stuff too. But yeah, unfortunately, they're all sold out right now. They will be restocked, but the date is still to be determined. But I'll let you know on here when they are restocked. Do you have a Book Talk account, Blossom? Oh, cool. Oh, for previous years, yes. So there were this set of stamps used to have a 2023, 2024, 2025 stamp that came with it. But obviously that's a little bit outdated. So now I've made a 2025, 2026, 2027 for the updated version. That's what they'll have. Okay, cool, Blossom. Caitlin, I don't avoid it very well. As you can see, I get lots of ink all over the sides of my blocks. If it's threatening to get on your pages, I like to use a guard and just like put a paper down. Alternatively, you can wipe this off with like a wet paper towel or something. Or so for the next time they launch these, this was our first stamp collection that we did together and I loved it. But the next time that they launch them, we're doing much smaller blocks. They had this one size for all of the like words that I wanted to do. So I did small days of the week and then larger months of the year and stuff. And so they put the small days of the week onto the same. Don't tell me that. Are those days off? What do you mean? Is the 24th a Wednesday? Yes. The 25th is a Thursday. Yes. But yeah, the newer collection. Are these days off? Is anyone else noticing anything off about it? Or maybe just tell me what you thought they were off by, because I'm not seeing it, but it would not be the first time, sadly. I think I'm okay. Oh, no, Natka, that's on purpose. I always start weekly spreads on Monday. Margie, imagine how I feel, Margie. This is my responsibility to fix it if we screw this up. June 1st is a Monday in 2026. Right? Does anyone want to confirm that? Because if it's not, then we do have a problem. Okay, it is. Okay. Okay, thanks you guys. But okay, thank you for watching out for me, LVUS fan, because if it was off, you have my back. I appreciate that. But I'm just on edge because of yesterday's numbering incident. No worries, a little heart attack never hurt anyone. Okay, last call. Is Summer here who ordered a journal today? Because I'd love to pack it up for you, Summer, if you're still here. I don't really want to leave it till Monday, but I also don't want to pack it without you if you... You are? Okay, I'm so sorry I missed your order coming in. I didn't even notice it. I must have been in the zone. But thank you so much for your order. Let's go ahead and pack it. Let me give you guys a quick flip through because I know that some of you guys have been asking and I have just been in the stamping zone. So I'll give you the short version. January, ski lodges, weekly spreads. 3.5 months, Michelle? That's insane. I've done that for like a week before and then I notice. Okay, February, chocolate covered strawberries, weekly spread. March, sushi, weekly spreads. April, mango Dutch door. That's hilarious that you figured it out. I know, so I've done that for like a week, maybe a week and a half before, but I missed my friend's birthday. I told her happy birthday the next day and she was like, my birthday was yesterday. And that's what made me realize that it had been wrong. April, weekly spread. And then May, we did a little Hawaiian turtles theme. Family worship page. Claire, it's just cute. Some people, like if you're doing a journal for yourself, you can like tuck a little hidden page under there if you want to. When I just do it in a custom, because all of their pages are like preset, I usually just leave it empty. Sometimes I'll add a few doodles. So like here, since I know that this is a memory keeping journal for Janelle and she loves pasting in pictures anyways, I just leave this as like an extra memories page. But in your own journal, you can hide like an extra cleaning tracker or habit tracker, whatever. You can put whatever you want back here. Turtles and weekly spread. And then today's project was June. We started this today and finished it today. Family worship page and weekly spreads. And now we are going to do Summer's name page. Oh, thanks, Claire. So Summer, any coffee themed charms? I don't think I have any coffee charms, unfortunately. I have found some that I've debated ordering, but they're just never quite as cute as I would like them to be. We are flying Nessa. Her pages are, she chose much easier pages and layouts than our previous custom, so it's going way faster. Okay, any cute S charms? Okay, and let me show you what you can pair that S with if you would like to. So for S, I've got white, pink, and black, and I definitely need to order more letters because we are out of gold for S, and gold is the one that I have like lots of. So those are your options for S. And then let me show you some options for pairing if you want. And Ivy, why don't you take a look at these little stars since you were asking? I've got, so a couple of green ones / green to purple. Green to purple. And then there's like some reds, some pinks, and then very light colors like orangish, pinkish, purplish. That's what I've got for stars. Or I've got these little stones here, Summer. If you have like a certain color that you like to pair with your white S. Or these little like diamond type things. And you totally don't need a pair. I'm just showing you some pairing options that would go well with the white S. But you can just do the white S for sure. Next up in this drawer, we have lemons, strawberries. These flowers come in white, pink, and red. Got our little turtle friends, seashells, starfish, these butterflies in blue, pink, darker pink or purple, a bow, and then I've got a bunch of just like assorted color coordinated charms. So if you have a favorite color, let me know and we can look at some of those. And finally, the bottom drawer, the pom-pom drawer. So was there anything that caught your eye that you would like to pair with your S, or do you want to stick with just an S? Whatever you prefer. I know, Ivy, the lemons are so cute, and with your lemon name page, I just love that combo. Ouch. Oh yeah, for sure. Pink love charm and the little diamond. Wait. Perfect. Let me clip those on for you. Love, diamond, and our ribbon crimp. There we go. And Summer, do you already know what you would like for your freebie? A name page or some journaling supplies? Aw, Iris, thanks for joining us. Oh yeah, it's a little 5-tier drawer set with like little compartments. Very handy, but just the sound of putting the drawers back in is still grating on me. I'll probably get used to it, but that's the only downside so far. All right, there is your charm combo. Very cute. All right, and for your name page, Summer, do you have a key color that you would like? Some doodles, anything like that? Any sort of direction you want me to head in? And you guys, if you have not yet seen my stories today on Instagram, you should go vote because we're choosing December in the pre-made bullet journal, which is the last month that we get to choose a theme for, which is crazy. I'm definitely going to want help choosing the yearly theme as well. So it's not like the last thing to choose, but the last month, which is insane. So if you guys could head over there and put in whatever ideas you like, that would be awesome. Let me put away all these extra markers that are just laying here from themes gone by. Colors maybe neutral, like a good coffee. Ooh, okay. Well, I could do coffee doodles if you like coffee. I love a good coffee theme, even though I don't love coffee. Yes, let's do coffee doodles for sure. Just trying to decide what color I want to do for your name and what colors I want to do for the doodles. I often pair coffee doodles with a green, but only if you like green. If not, I will just stick to coffee. This is a tough one. I'm thinking of doing the name in this color and then doing like an iced coffee in that color and maybe some coffee beans or something in that color. You like the colors on top? Okay, then I'll nix the green. All right. Thank you, Kylie. Oh, good, Summer. I'm glad you like it. All right, and then let's bring in a little bit of black here to do a iced coffee over here for you. So let's do a straw and a lid. And then we'll do a hot coffee too, so that it fits both seasons. Actually, I think I want to do this. Nope, that's the wrong color. I meant to do this for the lid over here. And then maybe a little like coffee bean logo on the sleeve. You know, Natalie, I colored and doodled a bit, but mostly I got into it when I was older. Like I definitely doodled as a kid, but I wasn't like the doodler or the artsy one. I would say I always loved having nice handwriting and like really nicely organized and color-coded notes. I feel like that's more what comes through from my like early years in bullet journaling. Or like that's what comes through from my early years into my bullet journaling, you know. But doodling, I was kind of like, a doodler, but not like crazy. All right, Summer, thank you so much for your order. So Summer chose her charms over here, and then for her freebie, she chose a name page, and I will be sending this off to you tomorrow, Summer. Thank you again for supporting my little side hustle. Alrighty, and let me just double check, but I believe that is the last order that we have placed for today. Helen, thank you so much for your order. I did not even notice that come through. I must have been head down in Summer's bullet journal. Okay, watermelon and lemon name page, please. The name is Madison. Sounds great. And that's for a vanilla journal. Thank you for your order, Helen. And Helen, are you here to want to choose your charms in person? Because I don't think you mentioned charms on your order form or what you were looking for Madison's journal. Okay, I thought that was you, Maple Leaf Helen, but I couldn't remember your last name from your previous order. But I knew that your name was Helen from previous conversations. All right, so Helen, would you like charms for Madison's journal? And if so, do you have a direction you'd like to go with the charms? I'm gonna grab my go-to watermelon and lemon colors right here. But let's do charms first. I always like doing the charms before anything else freebies wise. A lemon charm would go very well with that name page choice. Lemon and a pom-pom. Ooh, that sounds perfect. So let me grab your lemon for you. We'll do a lemon on one. Oy. Ay, ay, ay. And then, do you have a pom-pom color that you would like, Helen? You can either describe it or say like row 3, pom-pom, whatever, you know? Pom-pom Club is growing again this week. And sorry, I did see, so Audrey, the book with shipping, it's gonna cost you around 35 USD for the book. That's if you use code LIVE50 to get 50% off, but then all of the extra things are freebies. So the charms come free with it, the name page or stationery freebies. Debating between the darker and lighter pinks or peachy colors, blues. I'm guessing watermelon colors. If you're wanting to match the name page, this pom-pom matches this marker very nicely, but that's up to you. And thank you for the follow. Okay, whichever matches the watermelon color best, that's definitely going to be this one because this is the color that I was planning to use for the watermelon. And it's like a perfect match with that pom-pom. Cute. All right, let me get those rigged up for you and hope that this pom-pom is more cooperative than our last one. We'll start easy. Do the lemon to boost my confidence and the pom-pom to crush it. Okay, I spoke too soon. Why is this hard? This is supposed to be the easy one. lemon to boost my confidence. Okay. Not too bad. All right. There we go. Just let me close that up extra tight, about a centimeter away from my face, and then I'll put things back on camera here. Ay. There's like just a hair's breadth gap here in this jump ring, and I don't want the charm to slide off. Okay, there we go. I think I closed it. Thank you guys. All right, so name page with lemons and watermelons. That sounds cute. All right, there are the charms together, lemon and pom-pom. And then let's write Madison in here. M-A, maybe on their own row. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do here. And I'm thinking maybe calligraphy cycling through these 3 colors. And then I was thinking maybe like the lemons and watermelons on the side here, like a faux Dutch door, kind of like the mango theme that we just did in Janelle's journal, and then do kind of the similar effect with the white gel pen that we did in Janelle's journal, because I love that theme and I want to use it more. So let's do that. A. Hey, Sophie. How are ya? Thank you, guys. I'm glad you like it. Ooh, I should have done this before I did the white gel pen so that I don't smudge it, but I'll just be careful. Try to keep my hand off the page a little more than I normally would. Jessica, I am using this Languo gel pen. It is very new to me. I'm just testing it out, but it seems to be nice and juicy. Takes a little while to dry though, compared to some other ones that I've used, but it also comes on a lot better than lots of other ones. So I think that's just the trade-off. Do it, Mama Alice. Okay, sorry, what was your question, Hawaiian girls? Or Hawaiian girl? For the blank journals, right now I have vanilla and clay. Those are my color options. Yeah, Mama Alice, that's basically what I do in mine. Well, I don't do one right now, but that's what I normally do in mine. There you go, Helen. Thank you so much for another order. Oop, drop my thank you cards. Let me do that thank you card for you to match it with your order. No, thank you, Helen. I appreciate it. Hawaiian girl, I have vanilla and clay for empty journals. Those are my two colors. And let me just double check orders situation. Okay. Not good that I have no orders, but in a way good because I should have started supper half an hour ago. But I love packing your guys' orders. And also it's just a casserole. So I'm just gonna throw it in the oven because I already made it. It's just been in my freezer. So, Hawaiian Girl, the moss one was a pre-made planner. They are sold out. And the pink one is from an old collection that I just happened to find one extra and gave it to Laura because she has sensory issues with linen. So that's what those are. Vanilla and clay right behind me here. Clay, vanilla are the two colors that I currently have. And these are the last vanillas here, about 3 of those. And then I think I have around 10 clay. So they are running low. But thank you guys so much for joining the live today. And if you haven't already gone to Instagram to vote or give me your ideas for a December theme in the pre-made bullet journal. Oh yes, the more joy. I do make custom bullet journals, and thank you for the follow, Audrey. I only open one fully custom journal slot about a month. I do one at a time, fully finish one before opening another. So I will have one open in about 2 weeks. But if that is not for you, it's got a higher price tag. It's more exclusive, I guess, because I can only do so many as a, full-time mom. I do have other options. I've got the blank journals, and then I have pre-made bullet journals, which I'm working on right now. That will have my hand-drawn designs, but like printed into them, that will be launching in October or November. And you can see little sneak peeks of that on my Instagram story because we've been working together for everything to choose out the themes, the layouts, all that kind of stuff. So, okay, well, if you're interested in the next opening, definitely follow me on Instagram because that's where I do the announcements of when that opening is going to be. And so you can get ready for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining and for supporting my little business. If you are interested in ordering a journal to be packed next week on live, the code is live50 to get you 50% off of your order. And like I said, please do stop by my Instagram stories and give some input on the December theme. Last theme that we get to choose together in the pre-made bullet journals. I'm hoping to start working on that one this weekend. So I want to get your theme ideas ASAP. And like I said, I will be live again Monday, probably in the evening time slot, but I will update you guys on Instagram. So thank you all so much for joining and have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday.